Welcome back. In this video, I will explain what open science practices are and what thing you should mention in your MSCA proposal open science section. And I will also share a screenshot from my proposal, how I wrote my open science section. So applications for MSCA funding must include a section up to half a page in length describing how appropriate open science practice will be implemented. So what is open science? Open science is an approach based on open cooperative work and systematic sharing of knowledge and tools. And this should be done as early and widely as possible. There are 5 mandatory open science practices within the Horizon Europe program. So first is immediate open sharing access to scientific publications. Next is responsible management of research data in line with FAIR principles and open access to research data. If you're not sure about FAIR principle, it's about data management and data sharing. So I will bring a short video on this topic. Next is open information about research outputs, tools, instruments needed to validate the conclusions of scientific publications. And open digital and physical access to results needed to validate the conclusions. Last is immediate open access to all research outputs in case of public emergency. So other than these 5 mandatory open science practices, so there are further measures that you can include in this section to enhance the reproducibility of your results. So first is providing access to software codes, models, algorithms, and workflows as well as data. Participating in open peer review. So some journal adopt this policy, a peer review model adopted by some publisher, which may enhance robustness and transparency of peer review process. You can mention that you will participate in this open peer review process. Similarly, citizen, civil society, and end user engagement relevant for research that involves public participation in the design, delivery, and assessment of results. So you should mention somewhere in this section that you will involve citizens and civil society through outreach and communication. And next is early and open sharing of the results. So making outputs accessible as early as possible is encouraged, especially where timeliness is an important factor. For example, in health disciplines where there's some critical needs for like medicine or something. So other than these, you can also mention pre-registration. For example, this is relevant to hypothesis-driven empirical research. Similarly, in some field, you can say like register the reports. So this is a model for publishing empirical research where study proposal is reviewed and accepted for publication before even the research is undertaken. You can also mention that you will publish your research through preprints. So preprints are basically non-peer reviewed publications. So you can mention this like you will publish your results through preprints before submitting to the general to reach the audience in a timely manner. So next is how I wrote my open science practices section. And so I did not wrote like a half a page. I wrote few sentences and that the project will maximize reader access to early and open sharing of research findings. And using open access journals, quick dissemination through preprints will ensure transparency and accuracy. And then I mentioned reproducibility and replicability of the project. Results will be strictly ensured at every level through transparent research designs and statistical analysis, good research practices. Additionally, I mentioned that the budget will be allocated for publishers for keeping my research in gold open access. And proper measures would be taken to protect intellectual property rights, such as licensing or filing a patent application before submitting the result findings to a journal for publication. So sometime your result findings need these kind of intellectual property right protection, and you can add one sentence similar like this. So this will be done proactively with the close collaboration with Max Planck Society's Innovation Office. So this is again related to resources, and I mentioned that this will not be a problem. So next I'm sharing another template that I found somewhere. You can also change and adopt from that example. So for example, this says peer-reviewed publication produced by the project will be made open access in accordance with the terms of the agreement. For each publication, an electronic copy of accepted manuscript will be deposited in relevant institutional publication repositories made available under these license. And so this is a little bit mixed with data management also, but you can take some parts from this example and try to adjust it according to your requirement of open science practices. So I hope this video would be helpful for you in writing the open science section of your MSCA proposal. Hope to see you in another video.